Howdy, Olsen U. It's been a long time. You know, here in Minnesota, it gets pretty darn cold. And one of the things that keeps me going through these winter months is a delicious casserole. And that's what we're going to make today. Today we're going to make a new recipe that we've never tried before here. It's going to be a delicious recipe that I think you're all going to enjoy. Even these dogs might get to taste a little bit of it. Maybe not, but who knows. But stick around and let's see what's happening. Alright, so the first step we're going to do here, I diced up some potatoes here. These are just Idaho russet potatoes. Classics. I'm going to boil them up. I got some boiling water, which I salted earlier. We're going to boil those up right now. Yikes. A little bit of splashing. Yes, that water is boiling hot, literally. And it burns the skin when it splashes up and hits your hand. So be careful when you do that. I sure will be next time. All right, so now what I'm doing here is we're gonna start working on the casserole, some of the filling here. And one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna caramelize some onions, and I just like to dice them up. This is gonna be a really fine chop. I'm sorry, not a fine chop at all, but a rough chop. I mean, we're not gonna do a fine chop because I'm looking for that delicious onion texture. So what I'm going to do here is I'll show you real quick, and I've just kind of sliced these in half very quickly, and I am going to just show you here. The camera can kind of zoom in to show you exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna. Alright, so for our casserole here, we're going to start off by doing some onions here. I'm going to put this into a pan with some oil I got going on here. And check this out, you know. Keep going here. And one little trick that I've kind of newly hip to is taking a little small spoonful of baking soda, and what that does is it raises the pH, but it also lowers the temperature at which the Maillard reactions occur. So you're going to get some serious, you can already see the browning's already starting to happen here. So wonderful, you know, we're using science to our advantage here, getting those nice flavors in. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to be pretty liberal with some salt here right off the get-go, because that salt's going to just pull water out of those onions, and the onions got a lot of water in them. Alright, so my onions are just about done here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add my corn and my peas. I got a big bowl of frozen corn and peas here. And we're going to add this in there and stir it in. And here are the potatoes. We got them boiled up here. For those guys. Turn them off here. See what else is in here, and see what all is in here. And I'm going to stir this up. Alright, so I'm going to take our little combination here of the corn, the peas, our vegetables here, the onions and the potatoes. Dump that in there. And then to the same pot, I'm going to add about 1.5 pounds of beef here. Get this browned up, and I add that right back in there. My ground beef is brown. I'm going to add this to my mixture. My veggie mixture here. And I'm just going to be mixing that up here. And from here I'm going to add some spices. And I'm going to tell you how I do this here. Here's the deal. So when you do this, you want to taste stuff. Honestly, for now, I don't feel I need any more salt. I'm going to add some paprika, smoked paprika. You know, we're eyeballing stuff here. And some crushed red pepper. I like that heat, you know. And we're going to mix that up. Oh yeah, that paprika smells delicious. Primo. Next thing I'm gonna do is make that topping. Okay, so we've got our filling here, and we're going to make our topping here, which is kind of like a dumpling situation. I've got about 1.5 cups of flour. Add in, I got about 1.5 cups of milk. I'm gonna add in. I've got all the cheese left in our refrigerator. I'm gonna add in. And I'm gonna add some basil and some thyme and some salt. Well, it probably needs a little bit more. Well, let's see how it does. Get this all stirred up here. And what I'm looking for is somewhat of a thicker situation here, spreadable. It's a little thin, so what I'm gonna do is add some more flour, which is really easy to do. Boom, 2 spoonfuls. Stir it up, and then I'm going to top this to our casserole. Got our casserole ready to go here. I'm gonna put a lid on it, and I am going to bake it. I've got my oven set here, 420 degrees, and we are going to bake it for about 25 minutes, and then probably take the lid off and see where we are. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're gonna pull this out. I've got this chicken on our pizza stone here. Camera can come around and check out what we got going here. I'm gonna pull the hood. And then I'm gonna crank up the heat a little bit to about 450. Some more of that browning going on the top there. All right, Olsen, we got our little casserole here. I'm pulling this. Look at this sucker. We've been making this for about, I don't know, 40 minutes. Let it cool for about 10. Look at that sucker. Looking good. Yeah. We're gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes and then dive right in. In any case, it's a lot of pressure to be doing all this stuff right now, especially with the book going on right now.